evening. Light me up there. Good evening. The return board for the 2023 general and special election has reconvened. First, as you know, it is my duty and obligation to maintain decorum during these meetings, and everyone in attendance should be on notice that shouting or disrupting these meetings will be cause for them to be asked to leave. The Sunshine Act permits anyone attending a public meeting to object to a perceived violation at any time during the meeting. If you choose to do so, please succinctly state your objection and be reminded that objection is not an opportunity for litigation or speech making. We will now move to public comment. Commenters shall be asked where they live, or if they're not a resident of Philadelphia, that they are a Philadelphia taxpayer, or, since this is the return board, which candidate they may represent. Public comment is not an opportunity for a dialogue with the board or question and answer or interrogation. It is a public comment period with a chance to tell you what you think. Each speaker shall have approximately 2 minutes. However, I may at my discretion extend that time. All comments must be germane or relevant to the board business. Finally, again, it is my responsibility to preserve the good order and decorum of these meetings, and as such, profane, slanderous, discriminatory, or personal attacks will not be tolerated. Anyone wishing to offer public comment may now please step forward. Hearing none, we'll now move to emailed public comments. Judge Furlong, do we have any emailed public comments?
We do, Mr. Chairman. Thank you. All comments that were emailed by 9:45 a.m. were shared with members of the board and the deputies by 10 a.m. have been provided to each member of the board at the beginning of this meeting and are available at the public comment table. We received one comment from Emma Tramble, Tramble. I've reviewed the comment and asked it be moved into the record.
I second that. Do we have a vote on that motion?
Aye.
Please reflect a unanimous agreement of the board to incorporate this public comment that was emailed to us for the record. Next, I would like to make a motion to amend tonight's agenda due to today's decision from the Western District of Pennsylvania to the United States District Court and the Pennsylvania State Conference of the NAACP et al. Versus Schmidt et al. As such, I will move that we remove the reading of the results of the canvass and computation and reconsider our November 15, 2023 ruling on mail ballot sufficiency as to missing date and incorrectly dated mail ballots. This decision happened less than 24 hours ago, and therefore this was not able to be affected in the original posting, and we must act now in order to certify the election as expeditiously as possible. Furthermore, an amended agenda shall be posted on the website. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
I will now move that we reconsider our November 15, 2023 mail ballot sufficiency vote as to missing date mail ballots and canvass the missing date mail ballots. Is anyone here representing a candidate to offer argument or objection or a voter to speak on the ballot issue?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may be heard, Commissioner.
Good evening.
Good evening, Chairman.
I'm Lisa Deeley, candidate for Philadelphia City Commissioner. Normally, I sit where you're sitting, but I am recused as I run for re-election. I have long argued that missing date and misdated mail ballots should be canvassed because the date that the voter writes on the declaration envelope is not material in determining whether such individual is qualified under state law to vote, and that an error or omission of such date should not disenfranchise that voter. Last year, we had the Migliore decision agree with me. And today we had NAACP versus Schmidt again rule that way. The court has concluded that the Commonwealth's mandatory application of its date requirement violates the materiality provision of the Civil Rights Act. In addition to granting other relief, the court specifically enjoined the Secretary, quote, from directing all county boards of elections of the Commonwealth to segregate, reject, exclude, or in any way not count timely received mail ballots based on a voter's error or omission in relation to the date on the voter's declaration on the mail ballot return envelope, end quote. The timing of this ruling couldn't have come at a better time, as now over 2,000 Philadelphia voters will have the opportunity to have their voice heard this election. I would also like to take a moment this evening to thank the tremendous staff of the Philadelphia City Commissioner's Office for once again performing superbly in ensuring that Philadelphians had a wonderful election experience. And I would also like to take this time to thank you, Your Honors, for the tremendous job that you are doing running the 2023 elections while we commissioners are running for office. Thank you.
We appreciate it, Madam Chair. It's always nice to see you. And
Right.
we join with that same deep appreciation for the professional staff of the City Commissioner's Office that has served the public so well over these years. Having said that, I'd like to move that motion to reconsider. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor? Please
I abstain.
record. Please record we have 2 ayes and 1 abstention.
Yes.
The-
I do that. Commissioner mentioned that it couldn't have come at a better time. It could have come at a better time. It just happens to be, it's like a meal that I just ate and haven't digested. I mean, I don't know what this, I just haven't had a chance to look through it, and I'm not in a position to vote yes or no. So I'm abstaining.
We appreciate that, Judge Furlong. Having said that, we will commend the record to the judge's comments and his observations regarding his abstention. But having said that, the motion has carried. So next I would move that we reconsider our November 15, 2023 mail ballot sufficiency vote as to incorrectly dated mail ballots and canvass the incorrectly dated mail ballots. Is there anyone here representing a candidate to offer an objection or argument, or a voter to speak on behalf of that motion or their ballot? Hearing none, I would move that we reconsider the motion as just pled. Do I hear a second?
Second.
All in favor?
I abstain for the same reason.
We will note Judge Furlong's timely abstention. The motion carries. Right. So we would like to add, do we have any added agenda items? Judge Furlong, do you have any items to be added to the agenda?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Judge Johnson, do you have any items to be added to the agenda?
No, Mr. Chairman.
So the chair would announce that the return board for the 2023 general and special elections will reconvene during a special meeting of the Philadelphia County Board of Elections as on Friday, November 24th, 2023 at 2 p.m. at the City Commissioner's Office hearing room here at 11311 Roosevelt Boulevard. Thank you, and with that, we will stand in recess till the call of the chair.